let's turn to Mr. Assange. I have enormous confidence in his integrity, the accuracy of his information, and I have every confidence he will deliver the payload. You know, I find it's interesting that the left loved him when he was leaking things that were embarrassing to the Bush administration. But now that he has got the goods on the Clintons and he is ready to connect the dots, as far as I understand, all of a sudden we're vilifying him as a Russian agent. He works for no one other than himself. He doesn't work for the Russians or the Chinese or the Indians or the Saudis. He works for WikiLeaks. He is his own man, and I have every confidence he will deliver the payload shortly.
And I've talked to a lot of Pentagon people, CIA, you name it. What the political class is scared of is highly motivated men and women who they call empowered individuals who are operating on their own, many times ideologically. We can't be bought. We can't be pushed around. We can't be intimidated. To quote Hank Williams Jr., you can't starve us out. You can't make us run. These old boys were raised on shotguns. And I look at Julian Assange proving himself, bipartisanly exposing corruption, having incredible courage. Now we have new emails out, and you've written about this as well, where they're talking about drone strikes. We have an earlier one where the chief of staff, Anne-Marie Slaughter, says we need to use non-legal strategies to deal with WikiLeaks. So showing their mafioso, I wonder if we're going to be hearing about this tomorrow.
Yeah, I doubt the mainstream media will pick up the theme. Look, Assange correctly fears for his life. If he went out on a balcony as originally planned, then he may be inviting that Martin Luther King moment, which would be horrific. So he has chosen a safer way to disseminate this information. We already know that someone broke into the Ecuadorian embassy only weeks ago and got as far as the second floor.
They were scaling it. They were scaling it.
So he correctly fears for his life because he has the deep secrets of the deep state, and he's getting ready to spill the beans. And Bill and Hillary Clinton know that it's handcuff time, and they know it, and they're apoplectic.
Your shirt that you designed that says Bill Clinton with rape under it is very iconic. It's not meant to, go out and play tiddlywinks with folks. It's meant to shock people. It's meant to create debates. And I'm offering $1,000 for anybody that gets it on national TV. That means if we get it on local TV, it may end up being national. And I'll pay out $1,000. The young man who did it.
Look at these thugs grab him here. These thugs for Fox.
Yes, and he's drug away. And so narrating for radio listeners, we haven't heard from this young man yet. It's stoprape@infowars.com. We want to pay him the $5,000. He's just got to take a photo of himself with a shirt and today's newspaper and send it to us. We'll send him $5,000 to his address of choice. But we want to get him on air as a guest. So we've been putting this call out for about a day, haven't heard from him yet. I'm really worried about him. This is like something in Cuba where he just disappeared off the street, Roger. So you know right where I'm going with this.
My sources in New York tell me that he is fine. I believe that they are foolishly going to attempt to charge him with criminal trespass. A closer look at the video from behind shows that he did not breach the barrier. He kind of propped himself up on it. So
he held on to it, and they were already assaulting him. I agree.
First Amendment, buddy. First Amendment. And my friends at MSNBC, you're next.
Absolutely. So, I mean, I agree with you. At first, I was saying, look, I'm going to pay it out. We just lost his Skype. I'm going to pay it out, even though it looks like he tried to climb the barrier. But if you really look at it, he's not trying to climb until they grab him. Then he's trying to hold on. And so he didn't commit any crime. They're outside advertising, come here and speak out. They're outside advertising. This is a place for free speech. He did it. And if you don't want this happening, don't be outside. So I want to find out who this young man is. If his lawyer's telling him, keep your mouth shut, don't go on air, that is the wrong advice. You're hot right now. I'm going to send you your $5,000. And all he did was hold on to the barricade. You're absolutely right. And I want to help you, okay? So we will absolutely, if we need to even help you get a lawyer, we'll do that. You need to contact us at stoprape@infowars.com. Roger Stone joining us via phone because your Skype cut out. Will they do a false flag to divert from WikiLeaks tomorrow? Or will they pull some type of scam? Or how will the media deal with these huge revelations that insiders that have talked to Assange tell us will, quote, destroy Hillary Clinton?
Well, the old media, the ones that no one is watching anymore, the networks, CNN, sadly, Fox, will try to gloss over this and change the subject to some other manufactured nonsense. But the good news is that in America today, we have through the internet, through Infowars.com, through Breitbart News, and dozens of other outlets, the toothpaste cannot be put back in the tube. Too many people are on to the mainstream media, and they correctly identify them with the rotting, fetid New World Order. They know that the media and the two-party duopoly are in bed together, and therefore they discount most of what they're hearing from network television and the two big cable networks.
I agree.
But I do think that they will try to change the subject. On the other hand, I am led to believe what WikiLeaks has is so devastating that it will be virtually impossible to ignore.